Sorry about that delay, though. We had some technical difficulties, and everything seems to be okay now. Little slow game so far. Nothing too exciting has happened yet, so nothing has been missed. Got 25 minutes left in the first half. Here comes Layton Christensen. Excuse me, Layton Christian, not Christensen. Layton Christian Eagles coming to this game with a 15-1 overall and 9-1 in Region 10. They finished first in their region, and they are first in the RPI with 54 goals scored and 12 goals against, with notable wins over 6A Weber with a 2-1 win over them in a 2-1 win in double overtime versus the 6A Syracuse. They have played the Murray Spartans twice already in regular season play and have beat them twice already. Got to think that Murray are out for some revenge here in the semifinals. Last season, Layton Christian lost in the quarterfinals to Dixie 2-1. But they are three-time state champions, winning the 2017, 2019, 2022, but are yet to win any titles in 4A. They made the jump to 4A after the 2022 season. The Eagles are led by number 9, Roca. Up top, he has 10 goals on the season, and number 10, Denise, with 9 goals and 6 assists, and number 30, Ferlani, with 7 goals. Now time for some talking about the Murray Spartans. Murray are 14-2 overall with an 8-2 record in Region 10, second in region, 4th RPI, 53 goals scored, 15 goals against. They have notable wins over 5A Skyline and a 2-1 overtime win, and a dominant 4-0 win versus 6A Lehigh Pioneers. Murray has lost to Layton Christian twice already this season and had a first-round bye with a win versus Mountain Crest, which was 4-3, and then a quarterfinal win over Dixie. The Murray Spartans last season in the quarterfinal lost to Alta 1-0 and are one-time state champions, which they won in 2001. Murray Spartans are led by number 2, Shaher, with 14 goals and 6 assists, and number 10, Lawson, 9 goals, 5 assists, and number 17, Curtis, 9 goals, 3 assists. So far, Murray have been pressing back Layton Christian early in this game as they are looking to get on the board early. Silva plays the ball to Denise. Denise looking for an option. Murray gets the ball cleared. Ball goes out for a throw-in. We got a substitution coming up. We got number 8 from Layton Christensen, Matias Alvarenga. And coming off is their leading goal scorer, Felipe Roca.
Now in for Layton Christian, number 8, Matias Alvarenga.
Alvarenga wins the ball back. Great tackle by Murray. That was number 3, Brecken Overby. Murray retains possession. Ryan Diaz switches to his teammate, Caden Coons. Caden Coons couldn't find the ball to his teammate up top. Teo has the ball. Alvarenga. What can Alvarenga do? He's looking for options. Teo back to Alvarenga. Foul on Murray. Layton Christian get the ball back on a free kick. This is a dangerous spot for Layton. Alvarenga will be the taker. Alvarenga. That was a great ball by Alvarenga right there. Unfortunately, couldn't connect just right with his teammate, as his teammate couldn't generate enough power.
In for Murray, number 22, Jacob Riches.
Jacob Riches comes in as a sub. Murray throw the ball in. Layton Christian win the ball back quickly. They are looking to counter here. Murray have numbers back though. Silva was trying to find Alvarenga on the run and unfortunately couldn't find his teammate. Murray go long. Shaher gets fouled by Layton Christian. Now Layton come back the other way and they have a free kick. This is a great opportunity in a dangerous spot to get Murray an early goal with 18 minutes left in the first half. The taker will be junior Preston Lawson. What can Lawson do with this free kick? Murray have numbers in the box. Great clearance by Layton Christian. But now Murray have another free. Oh, Murray is offsides as the AR communicates to the center ref, and now Layton Christian have the ball back. Here comes the Spartans. The referee says no penalty on a controversial call right there. The fans did not like that one. The Spartans play a flat ball which goes right to the feet of Layton Christian. Foul called by the ref. Layton Christian will retain possession in the middle of the field. They'll look to play it quick. Here's Teo. Denise plays the ball through. Layton Christian are being patient in the build-up, looking to break down Murray. Jason Adams lays it off to his teammate Dylan Curtis. Spartans got a throw in now. We got a substitution coming up. Rafael Furlani is coming in for his teammate, João Silva.
Rafael Furlani.
Silva will go ahead and take a break.
Murray, number 7, Carlos Nieto Rosales. And number 38, Jackson Arana.
Spartans got a throw in. Ball back to Diaz. Another throw in for the Spartans. Here's Stool. David to Teo. Teo to Denise. Denise plays the ball in. Just a little too much right there. Spartans will look to counter now. Great tackle by Layton Christian to stop that tackle. To stop that counter, my bad. Spartans yet again will have another throw in. One back by Jason Adams. Overby almost gets a goal. Goalkeeper Tito came off his line and timed the bounce of the ball wrong and almost saw the Spartan Murray's break through on his goal to make this game 1-0. But now the Spartans will have a corner. Spartans looking to get a goal with 12 minutes left in the first half. Jason Adams is the taker on the corner. Adams. Carlos with a swing and a miss. Unfortunate enough to make contact on the ball right there. Axel Lopez playing with the ball in the midfield. Finds Shaher. Arena couldn't find his teammate Jacob Riches. Overby with the throw in. Overby. Riches gives it away to Layton Christian. Here comes Layton Christian on the counter. Rafael Furlani just couldn't find his teammate right there as the ball rolled out of bounds. Another substitution coming up with Artur coming in for his teammate Maria.
Number 7, Arthur Cortaxo. In for Murray, number 10, Preston Lawson. And 17, Dylan Curtis.
Preston Lawson also makes way, and Dylan Curtis is back in this game. Both teams solid defensively with 10 minutes left to go. Neither team have been able to break the deadlock to get a goal in this game. You know, it's been a pretty slow game. Both teams are looking to attack, but both teams are also being great defensively. Here comes the Eagles. Lanny looking for an option. Spartans comfortably win the ball back, and the ball will go out for a throw-in, but it will go back to the Eagles. Another Eagle substitution is coming up, with Michael coming in. Number 22 is coming in for number 10, Joaquim Deniz.
Number 22, Mikhail Dualibi.
Layton Christian get the ball back once again, and then right back to and once again they retain possession. Handball by Teo, and the ball will go back to the Spartans as they have another free kick coming up in their own half. Axel Lopez will be the taker. Great switch by Axel. Carlos is trying to shimmy his way out of pressure right there, but Layton Christian will clear the ball out of bounds. Here come the Eagles, as they are looking to soar ahead in this game early. First half goal would be crucial for either of these teams. What a ball by Struhl to switch the play. Great defensive play by Spartans right there. Axel Lopez with the clearance. Spartans now have a chance to be on the attack with another throw-in. Ryan Diaz. Axel Lopez with the ball once again. Plays his center back partner, Bentley Heath. Bentley Heath will go over the top. Unfortunately, wasn't able to find his teammate Dylan Curtis on the run, and the Eagles now have the ball back. Preston Lawson. Carlos is down after a hard tackle from the Eagles. Gotta hope he's okay. Carlos will make his way to the bench and be looked at by the trainers. Hope he's okay in this semifinal game. Could come back and help his team, the Murray Spartans, get a win. Preston Lawson will have another chance at a free kick here. He has his teammate Jason Adams wide open.
Number 5, Jason
Adams will take a shot. Couldn't generate enough power and get under it to get that one on goal. But now the Eagles are back on the attack. Michael will play his teammate Teo. Teo looking for options. Davi will play it back. Felipe saw his over-the-top ball for a switch, intercepted, but now the Eagles have possession once again. Michael. Rafael Forlani looked like he was about to take a shot, but hesitated. Now here come the Spartans. Here comes Shaher. Shaher, what a tackle by Luis Pereira to stop the Spartans' counter. Teo looking for options, visibly frustrated that no one's showing. The Eagles will reset to their keeper, though. Great ball up to Forlani. Alvarenga looking to create something here for the Eagles. Alvarenga out to Michael. Alvarenga once again. Michael Alvarenga. Great little combo play from those two, linking up to try to get their team a goal. Here's Teo. Great shoulder play from Dylan Curtis. Dylan Curtis carrying it all the way up to the opposition attack. In the end, didn't make anything of it as Teo will have the ball once again. Teo looking to play over the top to Forlani. Forlani picks up the ball, looking for options. Forlani couldn't find anyone, but the Eagles still have the ball here, pressing the Spartans back. Here's Teo once again. Teo with the shot and narrowly misses the goal as his shot goes wide, and the Spartans will have a goal kick. Axel Lopez will take the goal kick for his goalie. No shame in the goalie letting his center back taking it.
Murray, substitution number 7.
Here's Axel with the kick.
Nieto Rosales.
Carlos is back in this game after going off injured a couple minutes ago. Glad to see he's okay. Teo to João Pedro. Pedro lays it off. Alvarenga. Oh, great defending right there by Ryan Diaz, and the Spartans will look to counter with Shaher. Shaher. Another great defensive play by the Eagles. Eagles looking very confident in their shooting ability from outside the 18, but have yet to get a dangerous shot off on the Spartans as this game still stays 0-0. Come the Spartans again with Shaher. Shaher took a knock to the face, and the referee will call out a foul on the Eagles. The Spartans yet again have another free kick. And it looks like Preston Lawson will have another go at a free kick here. Got to think that he's going to challenge the keeper here sooner or later, as the Spartans have had plenty of free kicks in this first half. Axel Lopez is there lined up with Preston Lawson. Played some mind games with the keeper here. Simple stuff like this can throw the keeper off. Here come the Spartans. Axel Lopez will take it. Great wall by the Spartans there. Excuse me, by the Eagles. The Eagles will look to counter. Here come the Eagles. And in the end, the counter didn't come to anything, as the Spartans will have another throw-in with 30 seconds left in this game. And it looks like we're going to have a 0-0 game going in the second half. Ball out yet again, with Caden Coons throwing it in. And the countdown begins for halftime. 2-1, and that is halftime, everyone. This game is leveled 0-0.
At halftime, the score is 0-0.
Hello, we are back at the first semifinal 4A game today at Zions Bank Stadium. Get ready for a great second half coming our way with Layton Christian and Murray High School. This game is 0-0, and we got 40 minutes left of the second half action. Got to think that both teams are eager to get a goal here.
Will it be Layton Christian Academy?
Both teams pretty even in the first half. Both were eager to attack, but neither were able to get on the board. Both were great defensively. Pretty even match so far. I'm looking forward for the second half. Sorry if there was any technical difficulties in that first half. You know, we got here early. Had to get everything set up pretty quickly. So, apologies for that, but now we're all set to go, and the second half is underway with Layton Christian on the ball. Layton Christian being patient in the build-up, building out of the back. Now going over to the top. Great little skill right there by Pedro Santos to get himself out of pressure and lay it off to his teammate, who was eventually fouled, and now the Eagles will have a free kick. Murray Spartans have a high line as Layton Christian are taking this free kick. That didn't really account to anything, but the Eagles still have possession. Out to Teo. Teo plays it in for the 1-2. Here's Teo once again. Teo's had himself a wonderful game so far, and it's been a joy to watch on the Eagles. Number 6. Now here's João Pedro. Out to Yasimas. Back again to Luis Pereira. João Pedro trying to find his way out of pressure and eventually just lays it back to his keeper, Tito. The Eagles over the top once again, which was eventually cleared by Caden Coons. Ax. Layton Christian kick it out of bounds, and the Murray Spartans will once again have the ball back on a throw-in. Spartans taking their time to throw this one in. No rush from them, calm and composed. Spartans throw it in. Preston Lawson almost got to that one, but fortunately didn't, and now the Eagles are going back the other way on a free kick, which they will play. We're looking to play quick, but eventually they do. Here's João Pedro. João Pedro playing it out wide, which intercepted by Caden Coons. The captain fortunately couldn't find his striker, Shaher. The Eagles are going back the other way, patiently building up out of the back once again, as they've been doing the whole game. Here's Jan Simas. Jan Simas back to his keeper, Tito. Tito will be looking for options. Tito plays it out to Luis Pereira. Luis Pereira will play in the center, which is almost intercepted by Ryan Diaz. Shaher took a fall right there, looking at the keeper, hoping to get a foul. The Eagles over the top again. Soaring balls in the sky, hoping to get a counter. Here they come. Pedro Santos. Great tackle by Axel Lopez right there to stop the attack from the Eagles. What a flick by Carlos. Having himself a good day as well. Good to see that he's healthy and good and didn't go off too hurt in the first half. Here comes Davi over the top. Eagles once again couldn't find anything over the top as the ball is back to the Spartans with Axel Lopez. Both teams playing the same way in a way. Both patient in the build-up, both looking for that over-the-top ball, but neither have been able to connect. Great little battle in the midfield right there by the Spartans and Eagles. Here comes the Spartans with Jason Adams. That was Shaher right there, taking a rip from a tight angle, but unfortunately in the end he couldn't even get it on target, and now the Spartans will have the ball back on a goal kick. All right. Yet again, the Spartans playing out of the back on the goal kick, being patient. Now here's Arthur. Neither team getting a hold on the ball just yet. No one can really get control of it as the ball is bouncing all over the place, but Tito once again with the ball, laying it off to Teo. Teo to João Pedro. João Pedro not too eager to go forward with the ball, as oftentimes you see him just play it back, taking his time, not a rush. Axel Lopez to Jason Adams. Here's Caden Coons. Caden Coons back to Bentley Heath. Bentley Heath to Axel Lopez as they're under pressure. Axel just boots it up to Shaher. Shaher will be looking to create something, as he does, to lay it off to Preston Lawson. Here's Jason Adams. Jason Adams out to Carlos. Here's Carlos. Number 7, Carlos goes down in the box, as the Eagles had a great defensive play right there, and the Eagles will be looking to counter. Great turn by Joaquim. Joaquim Oh, madness in the box right there as Pedro Santos was looking to get a shot off, and in the end he couldn't, and the Spartans are going the other way. Here come the Spartans. Jason Adams leading the way. Jason Adams out to Carlos. Carlos. Here comes another defensive play by the Eagles. Both teams great defensively in this battle so far. Neither are letting the other opponent get comfortable in the attack. And the Spartans will have another throw-in off. Here's Jason Adams once again on the ball to his teammate Ryan Diaz. Ryan Diaz back to Axel Lopez. Axel Lopez up to Preston Lawson. Bentley Heath. Just patiently playing back to his center back partner. Axel Lopez is eager to get the ball forward to Ryan Diaz. Ryan Diaz to Lawson. Eagles are coming the other way off a Shaher turnover. And that's a foul by Preston Lawson. The junior picks up a yellow card and will see his way on to the bench. Preston looking a little frustrated at his teammate Shaher right there as Shaher turned it over, and Preston took one for the team to stop the Eagles counter. And will now have to take a rest with the yellow card as his teammate looks like Dylan Curtis will come in for him to defend this free kick.
Number 17, Dylan Curtis.
Here comes the Spartans once again. Jason Adams, what a ball to Carlos. Carlos will 1v1. Great save by number 99, Tito, in the 1v1 situation, and Carlos just couldn't get one from the Spartans right there. It is getting crazy here at Zions Bank Stadium as both teams are going at each other back and forth. One of these teams have to get a goal sooner or later. If neither do, this game will go to overtime until someone scores a goal. If no goal is scored, it will go to PKs. Here come the Eagles with the throw-in. Here is captain João Pedro. João Pedro will lay it off to Teo. Here's Teo. Back to Pedro. Pedro will look to play Jan Simes and couldn't connect as Bentley Heath cleared the ball. Ryan Diaz now on the ball. Little miscommunication there with his teammate Jason Adams. Layton Christian looking to settle the ball. And Carlos will go the other way now. Carlos looking to find Cher. Now the Eagles are slowing play down and just trying to calm things down as the last couple of minutes have been a little chaotic for both teams. Murray not looking to press anything at the moment, and the Eagles are fine with that as they will calmly keep the ball, once again trying to build out of the back. Here's Luis Pereira. Taking his time, goes over the top. Great hold-up play right there by Pedro Santos. Now here comes Joaquim Deniz. Joaquim shimmying around Ryan Diaz. Joaquim lays it off. Eagles are offsides in the end, though, after a great chance to attack right there, and in the end the Spartans have a free kick. And Axel Lopez will be looking to boot this one forward as he just lays it off calmly to his teammate Caden Coons. Caden Coons has no pressure and is looking for options. He will boot it up forward to Curtis. Here comes Dylan Curtis. Dylan Curtis pits this one at 1-0, and the Murray Spartans have stunned Layton Christian here in the second half as they take a 1-0 lead, and the Eagles will have to fight back to get their way back into this game. What a ball by Caden Coons to his teammate Dylan Curtis, and Dylan Curtis calmly controlled that ball and laid it past the Layton Christian goalkeeper, and the Murray Spartans are up 1-0 with 28 minutes to go. Wow, you can just feel the energy in the crowd right now. The Murray Spartans are fired up, and Dylan Curtis will make his way as Preston Lawson will come back into this game. Although Preston Lawson picked up a yellow card to take him off in this game, Dylan Curtis makes a super sub performance right there and pits his team up 1-0 in this game. Teo lays it back to his center back. Here's Luis. Luis has been looking to go forward all game and will do it once again as he finds his teammate Simas. Simas taking on Coons. Simas, here comes the Eagles now. The Eagles have themselves a corner coming up. Looking to get one back in this game to level it. Layton Christian crowd is now getting into this one, trying to drive their team forward. Here comes Joaquim Deniz with the corner. Deniz found ahead of his teammate, but couldn't get got great connection on that one, but couldn't find the bright side of the goal as he put it wide. Here's Preston Lawson. Preston Lawson on the ball once again from a ball from Ryan Diaz. Looks like Ezra Heath was fouled right there. And he'll take that all day as now the Spartans have another free kick with Axel coming up to take it. Axel's got a foot on him, and he's going to probably look to boot this one forward. Lopez floats it in. Couldn't find a teammate, though. And in the end, the Eagles have the ball back. That shot there was by Brecken Overby. Great chance right there, but just couldn't connect well with the ball as he hit it wide. Here's Teo. Teo's on the ball, calmly just playing it back, and the Eagles are under pressure. Great pressure right there by Arana. Arana finally getting some action in this one up top. Here's Carlos. Carlos got a head on that one, but just couldn't get over it to bring it down on goal. But now the Spartans have another goal kick, which will lay it off calmly and distribute out of the back. Here's Teo once again on the ball, looking to create something. Plays it back to his center back. He'll once again boot it up. And Axel Lopez yet again stopping the Eagles. The Eagles are on looking eager here. Joaquim Deniz just playing with it too much as Preston Lawson has the throw in, but he'll eventually let his captain, Caden Coons, take the throw in. Here comes Carlos try to flick on there from the throw in from Caden Coons, and the Eagles now have the ball back. Here's Luis Pereira. Teo. Spartans finally showing some pressure here in the second half after getting the goal, and they want to get another one. The Eagles are under pressure here as they need to get back into this one, but the Spartans are okay with this lead. They're up 1-0, and they're just going to keep pressuring and try to seal this game with 23 minutes left.
In for Layton Christian. Number 17, Bernardo Moriara. And 30, Rafael Fulani.
Eagles yet again building out of the back.
17,
Crowd getting into this one,
Dylan Curtis.
trying to drive their team forward again. Here's Luis Pereira. Excuse me. Joaquim Deniz. Axel Lopez will clear that one out of bounds, though. Pedro Santos. The Spartans will just clear it out once again. And the Eagles will have themselves a throw-in. Jan Simas will throw it in to Pedro Santos. Santos to Joaquim Deniz. Deniz over the top. Great idea right there from Furlani, but he just, in the end, it deflected off a defender and he couldn't find the goal. Here come the Eagles once again. Couldn't keep possession right there as Teo flicks the ball up top again, and here is Riches. And Batty will just clear that one. Bentley Heath. Here's Luis Pereira playing over the top once again. Found his teammate Furlani. Here's Pedro Santos. Pedro Santos will get cautioned with a handball right there, and the ball is now once again to the Spartans as they'll have a free kick from Caden Coons. Caden Coons will play Axel Lopez. Axel Lopez will drive forward, has no pressure. Lay it off to his teammate. In the end, though, nothing comes of that. Great pressure right there from Jacob Riches. What a play by Jacob Riches. Here's Preston Lawson. Preston Lawson trying to find goal scorer Dylan Curtis. Ball goes out of bounds off of Brecken Overby, and the Eagles will have a throw-in. Great soccer right now here at Zions Bank Stadium. Very attack-minded soccer going on right now, with both being patient in the build-up and just trying to find that over-the-top ball to each other. Starting to get a little physical here, though, as tackles are being flown in left and right. Morera couldn't find his teammate Teo, and Teo will have a throw-in. Teo will throw it into João Pedro. Teo getting double teamed, and that will go back to the Eagles. Here's Deniz. Deniz fighting for it in the middle. Teo back on it. Teo plays it to Morera. Morera will drive forward, looking for a ball. Almost finds his teammate Jan Simas. Great vision right there from Morera. And now the Eagles will have a throw-in. Simas will play it back to Morera. Morera will play it to João Pedro. João Pedro looking for options, and eventually will play it back to Luis Pereira. Luis Pereira looking to play this one in. Almost finds Teo, and Teo just sees that one flown over his head as the Spartans will retain possession on a throw-in. Yeah, unfortunately, Alex Napolis is on the camera today and not on the mic. But someone's got to be on the camera, right, Alex? just calmly nodding his head over there.
And 38, Jokes and Arana.
But Alex should be back sooner or later we got 3 more matches today, so he'll be back sooner or later. Let's go Eagles. Chants are flying out as they're looking to attack here, and now we got Pereira on the ball. Pereira always looking for that over-the-top ball, and this time couldn't connect with anyone. Pereira sees this ball intercepted, but the Eagles retain possession. Get Denise. Teo lays it in. Unfortunately, couldn't connect with either of his forwards, Santos and Furlani. And this ball will roll out of bounds, and all of a sudden the Spartans are all the way up the field on the throw-in. Spartans will take their time as they're just letting the clock count down as they got 18 minutes left until they're headed to the finals. Dylan Curtis looking for a shot cross, but anyways, in the end, that will go off for a goal kick, and the Eagles will play quick. Playing through João Pedro getting himself out of pressure, looking for options, finds Pedro Santos. Luis, here's Yimas. Simas plays it to Pedro Santos, looking for Fellaini. Simas with a shot and a goal! What a shot by Simas to level this one at 1-1, and Layton Christian is all of a sudden back into this game as this game is leveled, and now Murray has to do something. Now this game is leveled, and the Eagles have momentum with 17 minutes left in this game. What a beauty from Simas. Just let a shot riff from the top of the 18 and found the upper 90 corner past the Murray Spartans, and all of a sudden the Eagles have life in this game. What a game we have so far. This game is now leveled at 1-1, and this is getting more exciting as it goes on. 2 second-half goals from both teams. One from Dylan Curtis and one from Jan Simas. Both guys putting their team on their back and are eager to get to the finals to either play Skyline and Green Canyon, which will be played right after this game. Here come the Eagles once again. Axel Lopez will clear this one out of bounds. Here comes Simas once again. Good clearance right there by Caden Coons. But the Eagles have themselves a chance once again off a corner, which will be taken by Denise. The senior Denise on this one. Will he find one of his teammates? In the end, he couldn't connect just right with his teammates, but here comes Denise once again, taking on Caden Coons. Finds his teammate, and that one will be cleared by Diaz. And the Spartans have a goal kick coming up. Eagles crowd getting louder and louder, cheering them on, trying to help their momentum and push them to the finals, as this game is still leveled at 1-1. Good win by Preston Lawson. Preston Lawson will play it back to Ryan Diaz, picks it up in the midfield. Getting a little chaotic there in the midfield as either team are able to control the ball. And here come the Eagles all of a sudden. Alvarenga lets it rip! Alvarenga! The Eagles are now up 2-1 off two stunners from Simas, and now Alvarenga makes this game 2-1, and all of a sudden, Layton Christian are up 2-1 over the Murray Spartans, and Layton Christian seems to be heading to America First Field, and the Spartans look defeated as they do not know what happened, as this game has switched in the matter of minutes off goals from Simas and Alvarenga. What a beautiful shot from Alvarenga with some power behind that shot to put it side netting. Advantage, Eagles.
The Eagle goal was scored by number 8, Matthias Alvarenga.
Good tackle by Simas right there on Dylan Curtis. Here comes Caden Cooge with the throw-in. Intercepted. Denise tries to find Forlani. Curtis on the ball now. Eagles are going the other way, and Curtis looks like he was playing the wrong sport for a second. Guarantee if he would have brought down Denise right there, he would have been cautioned with the yellow, but he gets lucky. Spartans look visibly frustrated right now as they see their lead crumble away in a matter of minutes here with 13 minutes left, and Caden Coons looks eager here to get his team forward. He'll play a ball to Arana. Arana looking to get involved in this one. And the ball will be back to Simas with the throw-in. Play's been a little chaotic today here in the midfield as neither team have been able to control the ball. Nice little play by Jao Pedro trying to find his way up the line, but Spartans take a quick throw in, and Axel Lopez will challenge Alvarenga, and Alvarenga wins that one comfortably, and Axel Lopez will take down Alvarenga. Alvarenga will take that one as the Eagles have another free kick. Eagles just taking their time with this free kick, letting the clock count down with about 11 minutes left in this one. Exciting game in the second half. Neither team were able to score in the first half, and now all of a sudden we have 3 goals here in the second half. Ref calling for the clock to be stopped. Just waiting for play to get going once again. And here we go. Dylan Curtis. Here comes Dylan Curtis. Dylan Curtis was fouled in his attack going forward by Seamas. Got a great battle on the left side of the field right now as Seamas and Dylan Curtis are going at it. Caden Coons lays it up forward. Here come the Eagles once again. They can counter right here. Yet Denise with step overs. In the end, plays it backwards, and for Lanny, Denise, neither team able to control the ball in the midfield once again. And Teo will pick up the Seamas looking to get a switch right there, and then Spartans looking to get forward, but here's Forlani. Forlani battling with Lawson in the middle, and that ball will roll out of bounds and be called back for a free kick for the Spartans. Axel Lopez is on this one. He will boot this one forward, finding Arana. Here's Shaher. Shaher looking to get through about a couple defenders right there and unable to. And here come the Eagles. Stopped by Adams there. And they will boot this one forward again, which will be controlled by Axel Lopez to Jason Adams. And he'll boot that one out of bounds, which eventually was kicked out by the Eagles. Spartans throw it in to Carlos. Arana to Carlos. Carlos getting to this one, and he goes down, and the referee will call for a penalty. Carlos looked like he wasn't going to get to that one, and eventually gets in front of his defender, and his defender brings him down in the box, and the referee will call for a penalty. Spartans will now have a chance to get back into this game. Clock will be stopped as it's at 9:13. Student section getting down to watch this potential penalty kick, which in terms of soccer is called a PK. Tito has a chance to be the hero here. And also Carlos has a chance to be the hero to level this game for Murray Spartans. Carlos taking his time. And also the Eagles are taking their time to get out of the box to mess with Carlos's groove. And Tito will just stare him down, trying to play mind games with Carlos, and Carlos will keep his head down and is not falling for the mind games. Chance of Tito are going around the crowd here on the Layton Christian side, and Carlos will step up to take this penalty and converts. And the Murray Spartans are back in this one. Leveled at 2-2. And we got a game again, ladies and gentlemen. And the Spartans will take their time, celebrating with their student section. Clock has not started again, as it will begin counting down once again when the ball is kicked by the Eagles. All of a sudden, the Eagles' momentum has faded away off just one mistake to give the Murray some light back into this game. Here come the Eagles.
Murray goal scored by number
Can they
7,
capitalize once again?
Rosales.
Here they come. Here they come. Dylan Curtis clears it up to Shaher. What a turn by Shaher. Referee will call back this one though, as Shaher is fouled, and the ref will stop play once again. And the referee will caution Felipe, and Felipe will go off as Denise enters the game once again. To remind the listeners that in high school play, when a player picks up a yellow card, they must exit the field and come back in as a substitute. Preston Lawson will once again have a free kick, and he has Axel Lopez wide open on his right. Axel Lopez will wind up. Ooh. Great effort by Axel Lopez right there, as his shot flies barely over the crossbar, and this game is still 2-2. Murray all of a sudden have momentum in this one, and they'll be looking to get another goal to avoid overtime.
In for Murray, number 23, Ryan Diaz.
Ryan Diaz comes in for Shaher. And Arana will go back up top for the Spartans. Preston Lawson on the ball. Here's Ryan Diaz. Ryan Diaz to Arana. Dylan Curtis trying to muscle his opponent off the ball, but the Eagles are going the other way. Great win by Bentley right there. Arvalanga toying with Lawson. Great Meg right there, and Arana is going the other way. Here's Lawson. Carlos, Lawson. Lawson couldn't find Arana right there. And Ryan Diaz is on the ball. Back to Lawson. Here comes Arana. Couldn't get to that ball, though, as it rolls out of bounds. And the Spartans will retain possession on this throw-in. Arana will throw it in to Carlos. Carlos, some lovely skill right there to beat his opponent. Here's Lopez. Lopez to Lawson. Lawson's been all over the place all game, and Arana's now on the ball, looking to find a teammate, but no one was there to make it a run. And Heath will bring this one down to Lawson. Arana couldn't get a foot to it. Heath brings this one down and just boots it up as he was being pressured. And Carlos has so much time and space. Teo's dropping back. Teo's delaying. Carlos plays it to Lawson. Lawson's in here. Curtis just pits it wide as he was wide open to get a potential game winner right there. And the Eagles will now have a goal kick. All of a sudden, the Spartans have just taken over this game. They've taken the game right out of the Eagles' hands, and the Eagles haven't been able to get anything going after scoring 2 goals here in the second half. Diaz challenges Arvalanga and wins that battle. Pressure once again, getting the best of the Spartans, and Ryan Diaz now has the ball. Ryan Diaz couldn't find Lawson there, and the Eagles are going the other way now. Denise, 1v1 with Caden Coons. Denise lays it off, back to Denise. Denise was trying to find Teo right there, and Teo just froze up, and Denise, just a little miscommunication there right there as Denise was trying to make a play, and Teo didn't read it right. And Axel Lopez will have a goal kick. Just to clarify, Axel Lopez is not the goalkeeper. He is the center back, and he will take this one right to Preston Lawson, and he's wide open, but his touch gets the best of him as João Pedro carries this forward. Here comes Samiz once again. Curtis with the pressure. Jan Samas goes down in the box. The bench is not happy with that one, as that look like there's a little contact in the box. But the referee's not going to bail the Eagles out here as the game's still 2-2. Curtis boots it up forward. Arana's not there, though, and Eagles will retain possession. Here's João Pedro. João Pedro couldn't connect with anyone. And Carlos is wide open. Goalkeeper couldn't connect with Carlos on the wing, though. João Pedro plays it to Silva. Silva was looking to play in for Lanny right there. Excuse me, that's Pedro Santos, not for Lanny. Jans Samas. Here's Dylan. Caden Coons just boots it out to the opposing defender. But Silva is okay, and Spartans will keep attacking. Here's Axel Lopez. Lays it off to Brecken Overby. Referee will stop the clock. And the referee stops the clock to make sure Silva is okay after taking a hard shot. I think the ref thought it hit his head, but it looked like it hit his rib cage, but the referee has a better view than I do, and Silva's okay. Play is halted still as substitutions are coming up for the Eagles, and McCall will make his way back in once play is stopped again. Ball played up. Overby was trying to find Dylan Curtis there, but couldn't, and Lawson will play Carlos. Carlos trying to flick into Lawson, eventually finds Lawson. Lawson having a terrific game today. Box-to-box midfielder all over the place. Carlos dispossessed by Teo, and Teo will take his space. Here comes Teo. Teo will play it to Denise, and here comes Samas once again taking on Dylan Curtis. Dylan Curtis with a great defensive effort right there to stop the counter, and Denise will retain possession. And once again won by Ryan Diaz, and what a win by João Pedro, and João Pedro will play it off to Arvin Lenga. Arvin Lenga late. Here's Pedro Santos. Pedro Santos sees his shot deflected by Caden Coons, and now Arana has a chance to lay it off to Carlos, but opts to just boot it forward as this game has about 2 minutes left. Less than 2 minutes as the clock continues to count down. Here's Santos. Santos has options. Santos opts to go over the top. And the keeper for Murray will comfortably collect the ball and look for his options as he's just going to boot it up. And here's Arana. Arana couldn't find Carlos. And Preston Lawson will win that one and get it to Jason Adams. Jason Adams will try to find Carlos, but Teo retains possession for the Eagles. And what a tackle by Axel Lopez. Bodies are going down left and right, and the Spartans still have the ball. Carlos with a throw-in. Trying to find Arana. Carlos still on the ball. Out for another Spartans throw-in as Brecken Overby will throw this one in, looking for his options as he has Adams open. Adams turns it over to the Eagles. And here comes João Pedro. Arana. Ooh. Interesting tackle there in the middle. Both players are fine, though. Here comes Dylan Curtis. Great tackle by Denise.
10, 9, 8.
Clock is counting down.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And ladies and gentlemen, we got our third straight overtime game, as this 4A semifinal game will go to overtime, and Skyline and Green Canyon will have to wait patiently.
It is a golden goal. Any goal is a golden goal which wins the game. There will be a 5-minute.
Excuse me, Ridgeline, not Skyline.
10-minute overtime. If no goal is scored, we will have a 2-minute intermission.
And Green Canyon.
Followed by a 10-minute overtime. If the game is not resolved at that point, we will go to a shootout.
And we are back for the first half of overtime. Just to go over the rules once again, this is golden goal, as in golden goal, whoever scores first in overtime takes this game. But if no one scores in this first half of overtime, we'll go to second half of overtime. Once again, that's golden goal. But if it stays scoreless, this will go to penalties and will be decided there. Spartans start off with the kickoff, and here's Axel Lopez on the ball playing Caden Coons. The captain lays the ball forward. Teo controls it with his head, shouts for a handball, but the referee says, nope. Here's Shaher. Shaher wins the game! This game is over, ladies and gentlemen. He just demolished that corner flag to win this game for the Spartans. 3-2. Under a minute in the first half of overtime. And the Spartans are headed to America First Field for the championship. What a game. Spartan came out. The Spartans came out and just took this game. And Layton Christian don't even know what happened. They are in complete shock as Shaher's effort finds the back of the net. Wow. Lost of words, as I can say. And we got another game coming up after this one, ladies and gentlemen. This game is over as the designated visitors, the Spartan Murray Spartans, have won 3-2 over the designated home team, Layton Christian Eagles.